think your group's fared, the last couple of weeks?
With the running backs?
Running backs, yeah.
Early on we played pretty solid. I thought last week we played poorly against Georgia Tech. Way below the bar, what our standard is. So we got to get better. Got to continue to improve.
Is it a matter of just missing holes? And what are those guys not? What didn't they do correctly?
They didn't do a lot of things correctly. Their landmarks were off. Their reads were not as good, and we have to work in conjunction with the line. We have to help bring the unblocked guys to the linemen, and the linemen are going at certain angles, and we got to go at certain angles to interject and things like that. And we didn't do that.
When you say they're landmarks, what do you mean by that?
Landmarks, like places with targets where we go, tracks that we run to help. Our tracks have to be consistent with the lineman's tracks. So, for example, if the lineman is going this way, we're going that way. That doesn't jive. And so we didn't do those things.
That's what you mean by angles?
Angles, yeah, all those things. Yeah.
And is it particularly because you got a couple of guys who played a lot, to make mistakes like that? Is it particularly frustrating in that regard?
They're human.
Yeah.
They don't do it right every time, and that's why we are called coaches. So, was it frustrating? Yes. Was it disappointing when we watched the tape? Yes. Was it disappointing for them? Yes. But if it was as easy as saying, good, he's really good. He's getting better. The volume of things kind of bogged him down. He's got the ball in his hand now. He's a good guy, but all the things he has to do when the ball's not in his hands kind of bogged him down. He's improving. He's spending more time over here. He's studying more, and I'm very proud of his progress.
He'll be on the field eventually. You feel this season?
I'm very proud of his progress.
What about Moss? He missed a little bit of time. How's he kind of gotten back on the swing?
He's getting better. He missed a little bit of time, and he was nicked up a little bit with an abdominal strain. So it's just a matter of just, getting reps, feeling comfortable, knowing what the defense is doing so you can anticipate and all those things. So, again, we didn't play great, and we put that game behind us. We're focused on Rice, focusing on, doing all the little things correctly, playing hard, and that's where our focus is now.
How did you, did McVitie come to you and say, I want to play special teams? Or
I came to him.
You came to him?
McVitie is 6'5", weighs 225 pounds, and runs a 4.6 40.
Okay.
So you look for long, big, fast guys on special teams, and I told him back in training camp, he was still trying to compete for the quarterback job, and I told him, I said, look, if it works out, you're the starting quarterback or the backup, good for you. But if it works out where you're not, I can fix it where we can get you in the game. And so he's been working for a couple of weeks, and he may get more as the season goes. He's smart, he's long, he can run. He's got to prove to be a better blocker, but he's willing. And if you're willing, you can get him to do what you need him to do.
Is he on the coverage team too, or just the?
Easy now. No, not quite yet. Not quite yet. We're going. He could be. He could be. We have offensive guys on the coverage unit, so it's not unrealistic that he will at some point be on coverage.
I'm just thinking, that 4.6 speed.
Yeah.
Can help cover an opponent.
Yeah, one step at a time. Step at a time.
Did he play defense in high school?
Heck, I have no. I doubt it. Yeah. Not at his high school. I doubt it. No.
You had two young guys make really nice blocks on Quadri's punt return. Hamlin and Pinnock. Yeah. I mean, how are I guess Hamlin specifically, how's he kind of fared? When it's come to picking up this thing.
Early in the year we had so many guys out. George was injured. We lost Q with an injury. The Hamlin, those guys were injured. So we're now getting them back. And again, that's another athletic guy. But again, he's got to continue to work on the fundamentals of that specific play. And we're getting more and more guys back. Hopefully sometime soon we'll get Motley back. And George is coming back. So at some point this year, hopefully we'll have the special team unit that we thought we would have going into the season. Haven't had that yet.
How tough is it to keep Aston off the field? Either as a running back or as a fullback?
It's not going to be hard anymore. No.
He's going to be on the field?
No, we just tried to bring him back slowly. And in fact, in the Georgia Tech game, after Thursday's practice, we decided we would not play him. He could play, but our experience is he hadn't practiced that much. Chances are he wouldn't play very well, and we didn't want to injure him again and send him back another week. He ended up playing 4 plays. In the first play, he hit a guy, drove him about 5 yards, dumped him. He jumped up. This typical George. So he's coming back. He's practicing now. He's not 100%, but he's closer. George at 90% is not bad.
Are teams kicking to quadri a little bit differently so far? Have you noticed any difference?
Well, Youngstown State did. They kicked away from them, and Penn State did not. We had a chance to capitalize there, and we didn't execute. Oklahoma State did not, and we had a chance to make plays, and we did not. And so we're getting some of those guys back. So eventually, you know what? Really, with the teams we play, I think they'll think they got good enough players. They'll kick to us, and if they choose not to, we have built-in mechanisms for that too. So either way, kick to them or kick away from them, and it's all built in to go.
Does it come to the point where you're just not surprised by some of the things that Quadri's able to do?
I'm sorry?
Does it come to the point where you're not surprised by some of the things that Quadri's able to do?
No, he can run. He's good in space. He's got good speed.
He looked like his 2016 self on that return Saturday to you. I know Coach said
Was that last year, 2016?
Yes. Yeah. Pat has said that he hasn't always been 100%.
All I know is he got the big box in the end of the field, and that's the only thing that matters.
How do you like that batting streak you guys have on special teams?
What batting streak?
Touchdown in the last 2 games in a row.
Oh yeah. I don't keep track of that. I'm focused on Rice, and I don't even,
It's not unusual. I mean, 2 in a row.
That's not unusual. That's the bar. That's the bar. That's what we try to do, try to score every week. But I didn't even know it was a streak, so I know it was a streak.
2 game streak, whatever.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, that long one for him just kind of squeaked over. Kessman, could that maybe get him going a little bit, though, help his confidence out?
Yeah, I'm not for sure he had the leg. But, he ranged, he tells me before the game. He told me on that end of the field, 42 yards, on the other end of the field, 35 yards. We got to get to the 42-yard line or 35-yard line. He didn't hit it good because he's got the leg from there, but when he hit it, I'm like, ugh, I'm not for sure. But went through the upright, exact same place, blew its 56-yard away, exact same spot.